Oh, oh my goodness, yes, show me that thing. Oh man. Oh, hello. Just catching up on some news here, guys. How you guys doing? In case you younger viewers don't know what this is printed matter. This is my generation's dirty Mac. Oh, hold on a second. 27 Gen GTI. Oh my goodness, look at the size of your turbo. Oh, spread those valves open. Oh my goodness, the size of your. Oh yes, we're here for the news, right? Okay, let's move on. That way. I mean, that way. Well, that was mildly awkward. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me today. So, big news. DJI just pushed out a Fly App update 1.0. This one's pretty big. One of it is it fixes the battery discharge issue. And some of you be like, wait, there was a battery discharge issue? Oh yes, it was widespread enough. I didn't face it, and it's not everybody, but it was widespread enough that DJI saw it fit to fix this. So what was going on is if you fully charge the batteries, put them back in the Fly More case or whatever the charger is, the default charger, and don't use it for a while and you came back to it, some users were finding the battery partially, if not fully, discharged. This is a normal thing that DJI built into their batteries to discharge so it doesn't expand and such like that, but it was doing so in a more alarming rate for a lot of users. So they fixed it supposedly. If you're a user who faced that problem and have done the update, let us know down below if you see any kind of improvements. The next one too is they improved the experience of the gimbal in FPV mode. So if you don't know what FPV mode is, basically it's like first person perspective. You're banking left, turning right, rolling left, rolling right. The gimbal follows you kind of like if you're flying a plane. Now in the Mini 2, the experience was kind of half-baked. I didn't like it. It was herky-jerky. It didn't feel very natural or smooth. But with this new update, if you look at the footage here, you can tell me the difference, especially if you're flying low and facing objects and such. It's really nice. It feels more natural now, like you're actually in a plane. So I'm gonna need more testing, but I'm liking what I see right now. The other one too is, if you notice in the past update or two, you've been getting a lot, if you're a Mini 2 user especially, you've been getting a lot of GPS calibration warnings, messages and such. I was driving me crazy. I was like, what? I just got a calibration. Why are you telling me now again? So what I did was remove that, so that's a good thing. Another thing that 1.0.3 brings is the ability for, in this case, Mini 2 users to pair their drones with the smart controller, which is, if you did not know what it is, well, it's this thing right here. It has a built-in screen. It's sold by DJI and it's bloody expensive. It's not worth it to me. I don't care about it. But for those of you who don't want to use your phone as part of the controller, just get the, you can probably check out the smart controller. One thing I did notice though is since the update, I've been getting a lot more video lag as well as signal loss. At close range, 50, 60 feet, I'm already getting stutters. It's kind of ridiculous. The past two updates or so have been fine. I've seen a couple of videos online and they've also said they've experienced the same things where places that they did not expect or don't have any kind of high interference areas, they're getting signal loss, which is ridiculous. So it's turning me off a little bit. I'm flying and expect some smooth feed and such while I'm filming at close range and I'm already getting a stutter. That's not good. So DJI, if you're listening, fix that please. Now a quick one, the Samsung Buds Pro, and we looked at that a couple months ago and I really liked it, and at launch there were three different colors: silver, black and purple, and I have to say the purple looks pretty amazing. And now if you're shopping for a Buds Pro, Samsung decided to launch a brand new color. It's white. Yes, they forgot to launch the basic white color at launch, so now we have four different colors and it includes now the whitewash version. Yes. So a couple of years ago, and you probably remember this, Huawei was banned from selling their phones here in North America because there was allegations that they were connected with the Chinese Communist government and that they were spying and such like that, security issues. So they were effectively cut off from doing business here and things like access to things like Google Apps. So for the past couple of years, they've been doing their own thing, actually selling some of the best phones and camera systems out there for the best prices, really competitive and things that I really admire from afar. Now, one of their sub-brands, Honor, which was really their budget sub-brand that also had amazing specs on their phones and competitive prices, was recently sold off to another company, which means it was lifted from, or removed from the blacklist, or is it blacklisted? Yes. So Honor was off the blacklist, and that means they're planning, the parent company just made an announcement that they're planning to sell their brand new 50 series, the Honor 50 series, that is the first time in 2 years that has Google Apps in other markets. They didn't say North America, but I have hope. They're wanting to sell something outside of Asia, Europe, and South Africa and things like that. So my hope is North America is one of them, because the specs is amazing. Look at the pictures, they look pretty good. They have a 100 megapixel camera with your usual package of 8 megapixel zoom and such like that. The big thing, the big question mark is the image processing. If they can get the image processing down pat like Huawei, oh yeah, this is gonna be baller, man. The other one is the Snapdragon 778 chipset, which is on the higher end of the mid-range. This is a mid-range phone, by the way, but it performs on a higher end with 5G and such like that. The screen, it's where it's at 120 hertz sampling rate for the regular model. There's two versions, I think. The regular 50 and the 50 Pro runs at, get this, I'm not sure why you need it, 300 hertz of refresh rate. That's kind of ridiculous, but I think it's for marketing and they have it, so we'll take it. The other thing too is the a fast charging rate. So for the Pro model, they're marketing this. It's pretty darn awesome. Get this, 0 to 90% in 20 minutes at 100 watts. Man, that's amazing. And the price is very, very competitive. So for the regular 50, it's $422 conversion. And then for the Pro model, it's $578. It's going to be pretty competitive, and if they did sell it here, I definitely want to get my hands on testing these. But even if they don't end up selling it here, I know some of you viewers have access to this, so maybe you can hook me up. Oh yes. And the last news bit that I have comes from Ticwatch, and I'm kind of excited about this one to see this because the company just recently rolled out a new smartwatch called the E3, and this basically is a budget version, a cheaper version of the Ticwatch Pro. If you look at the pictures here, it looks really good. It has roughly the same innards as the Ticwatch Pro, the sensor array and such like that, and it also runs the Snapdragon 4100 chip, which is optimized for Wear OS, for the speed and the UI and the battery life as well, about 2 days or more. So that's pretty good, and I'm really excited about the price too. It's $100 less than the Ticwatch Pro at $199. That's for this kind of caliber of a smartwatch. I'll get one. And so I've contacted my contact at Mobvoid to ask for a sample copy to review. Hopefully I get one, but if not, I'll buy one myself and check this one out for you guys because this thing looks very promising. Well, that's it for the news, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, if you like this channel, sub it, and if you like the video, thumbs up. And also, if you're financially able to, visit my Patreon page down here and do something nice and loving for somebody in this world, especially a stranger, because the world needs it more than ever, and it starts with you. I'll catch you the next time. Peace out, guys. Whoosh.